let us take one small example. Okay, suppose this is your sinusoidal waveform. Okay, let me name it as voltage. Okay, so V is equal to V of t is equal to Vm sine omega t. Okay, so the name of the waveform is V. Okay, now let me take one more waveform. Let me take one more waveform and let me name this as I of t, okay, which is equal to Im sine omega t. Okay, but I can't write omega t. Why? Simply omega t will not help me, because with respect to voltage, there is a angle difference between these two waveforms. Let it be theta. Let it be theta. Then I have to write omega t plus theta. Omega t plus theta. Okay. So if this theta is 0, it is equal to Im sin omega t. Since there is a phase angle, I have to write omega t plus theta. Okay. Suppose if I want to write in reverse order, if I make this current as reference, then voltage I have to write it as omega t minus theta. Okay. Later we will discuss all these things whenever we are dealing with pure inductor and pure capacitor, the next topic. Okay. Now, what is meant by instantaneous? Suppose this axis is t, time. Okay. Now, V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t, Vm sin omega t. Now, tell me what is the voltage at, suppose this is at t is equal to 1 second, t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. Suppose if I write like this, okay, suppose V of 1 second will be one value, V of 2 will be of second another value, V of 4 will be another value. That means I am getting so many values for this voltage waveform. Okay. Similarly for current also, I of 1 will be one value, I of 2 seconds will be one value, I of 3 seconds will be another value. Like that I will get infinite number of values for voltage and current. So V of n and I of n. Okay, that means I am getting different values for voltage, I am getting different values for current. So voltage ki current ki different values వస్తున్నాయి కాబట్టి power is equal to V of t into I of t. We can't change this. This is the formula. Power is nothing but the product of voltage and current. Now, if I take this first instant V of 1 and I of 1, then I will get P1. Similarly, if I take V of 2, I of 2, I will get P2. If I take V of 3, I of 3, I will get P3. That means at different instants of time, I am getting different powers. Then, if I ask you what is the power consumed by the device, suppose this is the device and you are feeding this current and voltage to this device. Okay, and that device is consuming how many powers? At 1 second it is consuming one power, at 2 seconds another value, 3 seconds another value. Like that, if you have P1, P2, P3, P4, like that, how many values you will get? Pn, n number of values. N may be sometimes infinity also. That's why you can't tell the power like this, instantaneous power. Right? Instantaneous voltage, instantaneous power, and instantaneous current. V of t, I of t, and P of t. These three things we can't tell with respect to time. because the voltage and current are varying with respect to time. Okay, voltage and current are varying with respect to time. That is the reason why we are not able to tell what is the voltage, what is the current, what is the time at that instant. So instead of telling with respect to time, I will do one thing. I will take the average of these powers. I will take the average of these powers. So P average is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P2 plus P3 plus so on Pn divided by n, where n is the number of instants you are taking. Okay, so I will get the average power. Then I will get one value. How many values I will get for the power? One value. If you take instantaneous value, I am getting n number of values. These are n number of values. So we are getting n values here. But if I take average power, I am getting only one value. Okay. So which will you prefer? Whether you will tell the power in instantaneous values or average values? So we have to tell the power in terms of average value. Okay, P average. So after calculating the average power, this power is divided into three parts. This power is divided into three parts. One is called real power. One is called real power. Okay, so the power is divided into three categories. Second one is apparent power. Okay, apparent power. And third one is reactive power. Okay, reactive power. So we are dividing the power into three categories. One is real power, apparent power, and reactive power. So we will see one by one what is real power, what is reactive power, and what is apparent power in this class. Okay. So first, instantaneous power. As I told you, instantaneous power P of t is equal to the product of V of t into I of t. V of t into I of t. So let us take a waveform. I think waveform is visible to you all. This solid waveform is Vm cos omega t. V of t is equal to Vm cos omega t. Okay. And what is Im? I of t is equal to, yeah, tell me. What is I of t? Im cos
Sin omega t
plus theta. What is the reason why I am writing theta here? The theta is nothing but the angle between this voltage and current. Theta is the angle between or phase angle between voltage and current. So remember this thing. Theta is nothing but the phase angle. Okay. Phase angle between voltage and current. Now, what you have to do? You have to do the product, right? So do the product. So P of t is equal to okay. So Vm cos omega t into Im cos omega t plus theta. Okay. So Vm Im into cos omega t into cos omega t plus theta. It is in the form cos A cos B. What is the formula for cos A cos B? See here, cos A plus B plus cos A minus B ఎంత అవుతుందమ్మా? Can anyone tell the answer? Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B.
2 cos A cos B.
Yeah, 2 cos A cos B. I am using this formula. Okay, I am using this formula. So I am having cos A cos B. So cos A cos B is equal to cos A cos B is equal to 1 by 2 into cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Cos A minus B. So in the place of A you substitute omega t. In the place of B you substitute omega t plus theta. So A is equal to omega t and B is equal to omega t plus theta. Omega t plus theta. So which is equal to half. A plus B means omega t plus theta cos 2 omega t plus theta. Okay, plus cos omega t minus theta. Cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. I can write directly cos theta here. So cos omega t into cos omega t plus theta is equal to. Okay, so substitute this here. P of t is equal to Vm Im into 1 by 2 this value cos 2 omega t plus theta plus cos theta. Am I clear up to now? Okay, now what you have derived? We have derived the instantaneous power P of t in terms of theta and t. In terms of theta and t. And you are going to use this expression to find the average power. To find the average power. Am I clear up to now? Please respond. Am I clear up to now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, what is the average power formula? P average is equal to make a habit of doing the problem when I am doing it on the screen. Okay. 1 by t integral 0 to t P of t dt. P of t dt. This is the formula, general formula for finding average value of any function with respect to time. Okay, a function with respect to time. So P of t is my function. So is equal to 1 by t. Substitute that P of t which you have derived in the earlier slide. What is P of t? Vm Im by 2. You tell me cos 2 omega t
2
plus
omega
theta into plus cos theta. Am I right? This is your P of t into dt. P of t into dt. So this I can write it as 1 by t integral 0 to t. Okay, Vm Im by 2 cos 2 omega t plus theta into dt plus 1 by t integral 0 to t. Okay, cos theta into dt into Vm Im by 2. Okay, so this is, I have expanded this, that's all. This plus I have expanded. Is it clear up to now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, 1 by t. I am doing the integration. So Vm is constant. Im is constant, 2 is constant. So bring them out. Vm Im by 2 into what is cos 2 omega t? Sine 2 omega t plus theta into 2 omega. Okay, into 2 omega. What is the limits I have to apply?
0 to t.
0 to t.
0 to t.
0 to t. Okay. And plus 1 by t. Vm Im. 2 is also constant. Bring it out. Cos theta is also constant. Okay. And integration of 1 is small t. With respect to t, I am doing 0 to t. Okay. So Vm Im by 2. Vm slide కనిపిస్తుందమ్మా 2t
Yes, sir.
into sine, I can write it as sine 2 omega t. Sine a plus b formula ఏంటి? This is of sine a plus b, right? Sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. So what you have to do? You have to apply limits to 0 to t plus. Suppose if you apply limits t get cancelled, right? So I am writing Vm Im by 2. This is Im by 2 into cos theta. Cos theta. Okay. Actually t ఉంటుంది కదా. T minus 0 t. So t get cancelled. Get 1 by t get cancelled. Now I will take one more slide. Okay. So 2 omega Vm Im by 2 by 2t. 2 omega Vm Im by 2t. 2t na 2t sin 2 omega t sin 2 omega t into cos theta plus or minus amma
Plus,
Yes,
sir.
Plus. Plus, sir.
cos 2 omega t into sin theta 0 to t plus Vm Im by 2 cos theta. Okay. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay. And 2 pi f is 1 by t. 1 by t. Substitute that one. So 2 omega Vm Im by 2t. Okay. Into sine 2 into 2 pi. Omega is 1 by t. F is 1 by t. So t cos theta. Okay. Plus cos 2 into 2 pi f. F is capital T into small t into sin theta. Sin theta. Yes. Vm Im by 2 cos theta. Okay. Now substitute t here. So here 0 to t. 0 to t. Okay. Substitute. So t get cancels. Sin 2 pi. Sin 2 pi is 0. Okay. Sin 2 pi is 0. అంతే కదా? So 2 omega Vm Im by 2 pi into sin 2 pi or 4 pi into cos theta plus cos 4 pi into sin theta plus Vm Im by 2 cos theta. Okay. So what is sin 4 pi? 0. Am I right? What is sin 4 pi? Sin 4 pi ఎంతమ్మా చెప్పండి?
0.
0. So 0 into cos theta 0. So this term becomes 0. What is this term becoming? What is cos 4 pi?
1, sir.
1. Huh? Yeah. So 1. So 1 into sin theta. So 2 omega Vm Im by 2 pi sin theta okay. So this term becomes 0. This becomes cos 4 pi okay sin theta minus we have to apply limits, no, 0 to t minus cos 0 sin theta 0 కూడా అప్లై చేయాలి కదా ప్లస్ Vm Im by 2 cos theta. Okay, t place లో capital T and 0. So this is 1 and this is 1. Okay, so 2 omega Vm Im by 2 pi into sin theta minus sin theta. Okay, plus Vm Im by 2 cos theta. Okay, so sin theta minus sin theta, how much? 0. So this entire terms becomes 0. So P average is equal to Vm Im by 2 cos theta. Vm Im by 2 cos theta. ఇక్కడ వరకు అర్థమైందా? So what is P average we have derived? Hello class, any doubts till now? So P average is equal to Vm Im by 2 cos theta. So I can write this as Vm by root 2, okay, and Im by root 2, okay, into cos theta. Vm by root 2, Im by root 2 cos theta. What is Vm by root 2? Vrms of the sine wave. Im by root 2 is RMS value of the current wave. Okay, IRMS. So if you know the VRMS and IRMS and cos theta value, you can find the P average. Okay, so P average is equal to VRMS into IRMS into cos theta. Okay, is it clear up to now? Now, we are now defining apparent power. Apparent power. So, what is apparent power is nothing but VRMS into IRMS is called apparent power. Okay, we are defining apparent power as VRMS into IRMS. What is the unit of voltage? V. What is the unit of current? Amperes. VA. So this is also called as volt ampere power. Volt ampere power. Apparent power is also called as volt ampere power. The units of apparent power is volt amperes and unit of P average is watts. Okay, the unit of P average is watts. So P average is equal to VRMS into IRMS into cos theta. Now we have defined apparent power is VRMS into IRMS. So let me rate it as P apparent, APP. So P apparent is equal to VRMS into IRMS volt amperes. Now P average will become P average is equal to P apparent into cos theta. So from this, what is cos theta? Yeah, anybody please tell me what is cos theta? Cos theta is equal to P average divided by
PM.
P apparent.
apparent.
Okay, so the power factor, so cos theta is nothing but power factor. Cos theta is nothing but power factor. Cos theta, I am naming it as a power factor. So what is power factor? Power factor is nothing but it is the ratio of average power to the apparent power. Cos theta is nothing but it is the ratio of average power to the apparent power. And in the starting, we have taken what is this theta? Theta is the angle between voltage and current. And here we are defining theta as the ratio of average power to apparent power. Okay. So we are taking average to apparent power. So what is power factor? Power factor is defined as ratio of average power to the apparent power, whereas apparent power is the product of the effective values. What is meant by effective values? VRMS, okay, and IRMS are also called as V effective and I effective. Okay, so it is the product of effective values of the current and voltage. So power factor is defined in this way, first definition. Second definition, power factor is also defined as the factor with which the volt amperes are to be multiplied to get true power. So true power is also called as P average. So P average కావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? We have to multiply the effective values, okay, I effective with a factor called cos theta. This is called power factor. According to second definition, power factor is defined as the factor with which the volt amperes, this is volt, this is amperes, volt amperes to be multiplied to get true power, So this is called cos theta, okay, or power factor. So two definitions are there. And what is the third definition? Third definition is the angle between cosine angle between angle between voltage and current. Cosine angle between voltage and current. So three definitions are there. Suppose this is the voltage waveform and this is the current waveform. Okay, this is voltage and current. And suppose this is the theta is the angle between these two waveforms. Then cosine of theta is your power factor. Is your power factor. So how many definitions are there? Three definitions. This is third definition. Okay, and this is the first definition. This is the second definition. So do remember these three definitions. So it is the cosine angle between the voltage and current waveform. Okay, and it is the power factor is defined as the ratio or the average power, ratio of average power to apparent power, or the factor which the volt amperes to be multiplied to get true power. To get true power. Is it clear up to now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A sinusoidal voltage V is equal to 50 sin omega t is applied to some RL circuit. The current is given by I is equal to 25 sin omega t minus 53 degrees. Determine apparent power, power factor, average power. Okay. So what he is asking? He is asking to find apparent power, power factor and average power. So what is given? V is given. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay. And I is equal to Im sin omega t minus theta. Suppose this is the case. Same formula you can use. What is the effective value? Or apparent. P apparent is equal to what is the formula? P apparent is equal to Vrms into IRMS. Okay. P apparent is equal to Vrms into RMS. What is Vrms formula? Vm by root 2. What is IRMS formula? Im by root 2. Okay. Vm by root 2 and Im by root 2. What is Vm? Vm is 50 sin omega t. This is 50 sin omega t. So Vm will be 50 by root 2. What is Im? So this is 25 sin omega t minus 53 degrees. So what is Im? Im is 25 by root 2. So if you calculate this one, 25 into 50 by 2, 25 into 50 by 2, how much? It is 625 volt amperes. The unit of apparent power is volt amperes. Is it clear? How I have written Vm and Im? Already it is
Yes.
given. V is equal to 50 sin omega t and I is equal to 25 sin omega t minus 53 degrees. What is theta here? Minus 53 degrees. Okay, minus 53 degrees. What is power factor formula? Power factor formula is, yeah, power factor is equal to cosine of angle between voltage and current. What is the angle between voltage and current? Minus 53 degrees. Cos of minus 53 degrees, how much? Calculate and tell me.
0.6.
Yeah,
0.60.
So power factor will not have any units. You have to write 0.6 and leave that all. Don't write any units. Okay, don't write degrees, radians. Okay, power factor is 0.6. Now P average is equal to what is the formula for P average value? Vrms into IRMS into cos theta. He is asking you to find average power, right? C bit. This is A bit. This is B bit answer. And now you are trying to calculate the C bit. Okay. So P average is equal to VRMS. VRMS is Vm by root 2. That is 50 by root 2. What is IRMS? 25 by root 2. What is cos theta? 0.6. So you tell me the answer.
375 watts, sir.
Yeah, 375 watts. Is it clear up to now?
Yes, sir.
So in this class, we have learned two powers. What are the two powers we have learned till now? Actually, I told three powers, right? Average power. Power is divided into power that we are going to calculate is divided into three categories. Okay, one is average power
Real
at
power.
true power or true power or real power. The other name is real power or average power. Okay, average power. So this is P average. Always you don't write P, so you'll write P. Okay. The next one is apparent power. This is called apparent power. Okay, or it is called volt ampere power, and it is denoted by P apparent, or always if you don't, and the letter which we denote is S. Okay, S is the denotation of apparent power. P is the denotation for real power or true power. And third one is reactive power.
Reactive power.
Reactive power. And third one is reactive power. And this power is denoted with Q. This power is denoted with Q. Okay, so PSQ.